What do you think the most popular or common question or questions are, just in general? I want you to think deeply about this. This world has enough superficial, surface level people. I mean, you don't have to look far, right? This right here is surface level. I try to go deep in order to challenge myself, challenge you to think about what's most important in life. So, I mean, think about maybe the most common question that we all think about from time to time. I think it has something to do with our existence, right? Like, what's the meaning of all of this? What's the meaning of life? What happens when we die? On this side, whatever this side means to you. So think about this. I mean, because this is the stuff that really matters. And again, will challenge us to think a little more deeply about life, because this life is far from the physical. We just happen to be in a physical world. I hope you look at life that way, or at least I challenge you to give that a shot, because we all know this is temporal. We all know we have an expiration date, and we never know when it's going to be. So think about this. Inwardly dive deep and think about this. These Sadducees thought they were deep people, these religious people. They thought they knew scripture. They thought they were, well-knowing. And then when they challenged Jesus with this question about life after death, the resurrection, and who marries who, or who's connected with who, because they say, Jesus, what happens when a married couple, one of them dies, and then that wife marries the next brother, and then that brother dies, and then she marries the next brother? So who's she reunited with in heaven? And he calls him out because they're questioning him about something that they know nothing about. He says, have you not read scripture? And I won't pretend to know the half, right? So I'm not questioning Jesus on this, but I'm definitely thinking hard about what's next in response to Jesus. He says, there is no marriage. You will be like angels in heaven. For starters, heaven is far from what we can comprehend in our imagination. I mean, Revelation describes heaven to an extent, what John wrote about, but it's far beyond what any of us could imagine with our own mind and comprehend. So I am choosing to trust in that it's going to be far more glorious than this life, this temporal place. What's next is far more promising, and it's for eternity. So I'm choosing to trust in that. Regardless of how sobering, or if I'm being honest, kind of depressing it is that there's no marriage, I'm trusting that Jesus knows far better that marriage is not really, again, I won't even try to break down what he says, but he simply says that marriage is not a thing, and that you will be like angels in heaven. It will be like, it's a spiritual experience. That's the only thing. Think deeply about this stuff. None of us will really know this side of whatever this side you believe we are on. I choose to believe this side of heaven or hell. This will, I hope, encourage you, challenge you to dig deeper, to dive deeper, so we become more the person that God created us to be. Without deep inward dives, we will never discover who God created us to be, what he created us for, what the meaning of life is. And when we dive deep, I do believe we will get more clarity as to what is next. We'll never really know. It will pale into comparison with what we are experiencing now. This is just a glimpse of what's next. And so I'm choosing to trust that Jesus knows better, and that I'm not going to question him about what is next. Rather, just put my hope and trust in him, knowing that he died here in order that we can experience life after death for eternity, and a life far more glorious than what this world can provide us with.